Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Tennessee's offense will get the football first. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And, David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games, the team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and keep and block out all the noise.
To the air, it's Aguilar. Quickly out to the tight end. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
The Volunteers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, the power run here. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. The Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. There he goes. Powers through, just dismissing tackles. At the 20. Touchdown, Tennessee. He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Coming out with it, it's Patterson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Wildcats offense will have its first possession of the game. Bunch formation for these receivers. Using his legs, it's McGowan. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Handoff to the lone back. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Back to throw, it's Bowling. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll move the wide receiver. The receiver on the jet sweep. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
He'll do it himself. taking it the other way. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bishop. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got a man. It's Staley. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Volunteers are rolling down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds his big tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Hauls it in. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, they're working the slot receiver on a drag route here. He's just kind of fighting his way through the traffic. He's able to come out the other side, present a nice target for the quarterback.
The give on the option. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Vols will try to convert on 4th down. They'll run play action. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he gives himself up, but not before he moves those sticks.
And this offense, they don't want a field goal. You can tell they want a touchdown. They want points. 4th down, going for it. And how about the QB, man? How about the poise? Dropping.
Fighting for the goal line, and the ball's out.
And I absolutely love the option, but this is part of it, right? The quarterback has to make a lot of reads really quickly and then carry the football and take care of that thing. So I think, the fumble was caused there. We don't know why, but this is part of the option risk you run by running.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Dropping back, it's Bowling. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because you did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket. Yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it. Can't throw the football. Can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
Brings it in down the left side. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. with the catch. It's long. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost...
Breaks into the open. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. The lone back's got it. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Wants to throw. It's Boley. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. Dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Arizona State is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Sun Devil Stadium, but despite the forks up right now, this one is tight. They're up by 7 over Houston. For now, it's back to you fellows, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The Big Orange churning out those first downs on the ground, sort of like Arian Foster used to do.
Yeah, you couldn't write the script any better. Just pound the ball, establish the run game, opens up the play action, exactly how you want to run your offense.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running a football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Fires to the big fella. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Volunteers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll keep it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of first downs, now out close to midfield. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Aguilar. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Matthews. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Vols with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Bishop. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. To the air on first down. Under fire. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Caught in the backfield, it's Bishop, and they're able to get him down.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Now up by 7 points here in the second. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Gives it on the option. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. To the air. It's Boley. They're setting up the screen. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab outside. It's Gilmore. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Looking downfield on first down. It's caught.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Wildcats have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Back to throw time, running short in the half. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. And the Wildcats come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Short throw to the sideline, complete, and he'll pick up the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. You see this kicker not only needing to generate power, but lining it up from the left hash. A 59-yard try coming. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking for space, it's Bishop. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Patterson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And linebackers are so fast nowadays, so multiple. They can do so many different things. Not only do they play the run, but if I need you to go get a sack, I can just send you. Send one of those fast linebackers that can rush the quarterback.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads.
And down he goes back at the 3.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
And the returner will be dragged down. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. He'll throw it. Makes the catch. It's Staley. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Volunteers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And the Vols come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Wildcats with the 1st and 10. It'll be a draw. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. To throw, it's Boley. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. So here is the Tennessee offense. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses, Jesse.
It sure has. At this point, David, someone's just going to have to step up and make a play. Someone's got to break a tackle, make an incredible catch, and just give some life to this offense.
And whatever you can, whatever it takes. Don't worry about looking pretty. That's out the window. We've already looked really, really ugly. We got to find something that works to put some points on the board.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The Volunteers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Running back searching for a hole. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action. Gets it out quickly. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Bowling. Makes the grab. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The pull and throw off the RPO. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. It's a draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple. Oh, they block it. Not gonna get there as this defense makes a stand.
Yeah, and a lot of times in field goal block, you load up one side, they load up the left side, push all the guys backwards, slip through the crack, get their hand up, and get the big block. Nice job.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Staley. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on 1st down. 1st and 10. Finds his man. It's Matthews. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
17, Kentucky, 6.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Boley. Finds his tight end. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback caught up two and sacked at the 12.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Time to take a shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Great place to start for this offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Jefferson. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Vols looking to convert on fourth down. Trying to get it to the marker. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. Poor starting field position here for this offense. Hold it, finds his man on the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like, late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
The Wildcats come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Makes the grab. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line.
Sends it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Back to pass, it's Boley. Pressure coming. Caught near the sticks, it's Patterson. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Kentucky right back to the line. They just keep firing. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Looking to throw on first down. The screen, he's got wheels. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking to throw. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. Looking for the score. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
They still need a touchdown to take the lead here in the 4th, and they'll try to get the ball back with the onside kick. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody will be like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. Now facing a 3rd and long. And the quarterback takes a knee. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Nestled just inside that right upright. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big lead.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Boley. He wants a big play here late. The ball hits the ground, and this thing is over. An absolutely heartbreaking loss. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That will